What I remember when I was growing up, 1960s, I was talking about American Top 40 and listening to this English language station called FEN, Far East Network. But that's not my introduction to the American music or Western music at the time. I think really it introduced me to that fantastic world of popular music is Japanese. Your Hit Parade. Your Hit Parade is all like a Japanese chart, weekly chart, just without any anchor or Japanese pop music, Japanese anchor. There's this quite a great portion, maybe, I don't know, for young people, I think probably 50% of the people like this music from outside the country, not the Japanese music. And that's not only the English language music, but also French, Italian, Spanish, and sometimes German. And those mixed all together, and as well as like a European film, movie music, and some orchestral music. And at the time, the easy listening was very popular. So yeah, so I felt that a tremendous love for this Western music coming from outside the country, and in fact, I felt those outside music. I was introduced by this Japanese Your Hit Parade. Mostly, Your Hit Parade is like all the all over the Japan, the AM station mostly getting this the people's request by a postcard, I would say. So they count number of postcards received and they make a chart. So in my hometown also there is this my prefecture, Miyazaki prefecture, the southern Kyushu, had this radio station, and they have their own Your Hit Parade. So because of the reception of the signal is the strongest, and I could enjoy that wholeheartedly. And so I was introduced to that kind of music, and I think as early as maybe 1955-ish, probably 56 or something like that. Like teacher's pet, I wanna be teacher's pet. Da, 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 da. This is Doris Day's, I think, coming from her movies, Teacher's Pet. And I remember my elder sister is singing that particular song. She's about, maybe like 5 years older than me at the time, and she was singing those songs in English. So I was, probably 7 or 8 or 9 years old, and listening to that. But that's probably I was observing the other, people's taste of the music. I wasn't that much fan of Japanese anchor either. But I was listening because everybody else is listening, and so slowly I got introduced to this music from outside. So Your Hit Parade was a very nice radio program to me. And Japanese Your Hit Parade not only produce those hit songs by American pop music, but also Italian, French, and Spanish mostly, music, get into the pop chart, and also um, the movie music, movie screen uh, music, I would say, uh, coming from all over the world actually, but mostly European music by some kind of an orchestra, you know, type of music there, not the singing. So yeah, those things, those memory remains a very, 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 fond memory of mine, and I kind of crave for it at at this age. I get older, and I think about quite often about why I used to love those music from outside. Of course, I love the Japanese enka as well. I think because I grew up with it, like at the age of 3 years old, 4 years old, I was listening to this Japanese enka singer, Hibari Misora, tremendously, and I was singing in Japanese some of the song. But yeah. Yeah, so it was like a mixture of this music coming to me as a young boy, and I think I really, really appreciated the Japanese. I think mostly intellectual, I would say, people who are who has who had a ear to the foreign popular music, and especially when I was like 1960s, I would say early 60s. I think there's this folk music, boom all over the world. I think mostly coming from American folk music boom. Like you have a Peter, Paul, Mary, Kingston Trio, Brothers Four, Chad Mitchell Trio, New Christy Minstrels. All this group of folk singers came in to the chart, and those music even today I really, really like, and yeah. So what it is I really amazed. Like I have this admiration of this. At the time, I was like 7 or 8 or 9 years old, right? But already at that time, the college kids, Japanese university students, I think, they really got into this uh, folk music boom, and they formed their own group imitating like Peter, Paul, Mary, Brothers Four, Kingston Trio, all these things. And once in a while, I could hear their like competitions or folk festival or something like that in Japan, and they compete at how well they can sing like Kingston Trio or the Peter, Paul, Mary. And but those image of this young students forming those folk music group was tremendous to me, because that represented to me that more like not a stupid, more intellectual, very admirable taste for opening the door for the closed society of Japan to the worldwide more open and more bright future. And those effect is tremendous. I was talking about all these the music itself, from early on to the probably you know, 60s and 70s. And the reason why I got interested in those music is, of course, the music itself is very attractive to listen to, but also this is a tremendous this romantic yearning for outside the country, and also probably this tremendous I don't know, it's a desire to be a part of it in that particular culture, because for English, for example, English speaking is, you know, you just started to learn English yourself as a second, the first language, a foreign language, and you have no idea what that, you know, what it means in songs, what, you know, what they are, and so it's very exciting to find out what that meaning of a little, just a little by little, you know, by listening to those foreign music. And but French is another completely different story, because French, you never learn what the language is, and you never understand what they are. But nonetheless, it's very popular. It became very popular. I was talking about like a Françoise Hardy's, you know, passed away this year, and I'm talking about her, you know, tremendous effect on me, and you know, Sylvie Vartan. You know, ce soir je serai la plus belle pour aller danser, danser. You know, this particular song was a big, huge hit in Japan. It's about 1963, I think so. This is coming from a movie, Le Chercher l'Idole. It's like looking for the idol, or something like that. It's a minor French film, but in that particular film, Charles Aznavour sang this particular song called Et pourtant, je n'aime que toi, et pourtant. And in that particular movie, also, I think he created this Ce soir, je serai la plus belle pour aller danser. This particular song by Sylvie Vartan. And so those things kind of put the seeds on me that, yeah, I would like to learn later, much later, the French as a second foreign language. Now, I know definitely the particular influence was tremendous. French culture's introduction to me, and of course that the French films, for example, like I was talking about Alain Drone's the movie called La Plein Soleil. La Plein Soleil is the I think the based on the you know, the American writers' fictions. I think Mr. Lepre's, something like that. I think I don't remember. Like later on, Matt Damon's and Jude Law and Gwyneth Paltrow made a remake of the particular film. And but this Plein Soleil, the music from Plein Soleil, ta ta ra ta ra ta ra 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 ta ra 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 ta ta ra 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 ra. So this melody stayed in the hit parade for a long time, and I was listening those music, and never seen the movie, never had opportunity to go to the movie theater to see the film, but the movie was big hit at the time. And but not only that, I think there's a lots of French chanson was big hits at the time. I talked about kids who are smitten by the American folk music boom, and created a lot of group imitating Peter, Paul, Mary, and the Kingston Trio, Brothers Four. But also there is a certain percentage of people, not only I think young people. I think these people are more intellectual and more adult, like 30ish, 40ish people, but who loved the chanson, French chanson. And so there's this culture in Japan who specialize in singing French songs. In Japanese, of course, but the French songs, French popular song. And so there's a lot of those singers, who want to become a French chanson song, and they're this strong affections to that particular genre. I think much more than the Italian canzones. I think a French chanson was regarded as very high culture, very sophisticated. Just like Russian people speak once in a while about, in French, because they think that the French culture, if you are exposed to the French culture, you are very sophisticated, refined characters, very intellectual, of course. And so those atmosphere there in Japan as well. And so French films was very popular, and French chanson was very popular around that time. Of course, Charles Aznavour, Sylvie Vartan, Françoise Hardy, France Gall, Adamo, yeah, that's another big singers, and Gilbert Bécaud. All these people are very popular around that time. And yeah, it is very interesting, and I think more or less like even today probably, I think there's this people who are like an audio fan, music fan, classical music fan, and French chanson, Italian canzone fan. Those people are, very, it's not the majority of people, but regardless, their existence is huge. Japan population is large, tremendous at that time, of course, and now it's kind of a decreasing population. But those people love this music coming from outside, and I think that the bottom line is that because Japan is an island nation, and very geographically it's kind of restricted, confined, and so I think that's why they love the foreign films, they love the foreign music. I think that's what it is. But more than that, I think that this young people's this passion for those outside countries' culture, not only the music, but art and any other things, that the books, I think that was a tremendous. So yeah, I really felt that at that time, it was an unconscious thing, but now come to think of it, it's just those people's very refined, the taste of the foreign music. I think that created that particular passion for Japanese people. I think even today, I think those people are existing, but I think those people, my generation, right? people getting older and older, and I don't know what they think today. What they're doing. I think they still love this 1960s, the 70s music when they used to listen, used to enjoy. I think they love those era, not today's era. But today is like a wow, it's almost like today's unbearable to listen to all this music from outside. But at that time, you have only this AM radio to enjoy those outside culture, or going to the cinema. You have to go to the movie theaters to enjoy the foreign films, and those things dominated the Japanese entertainment. So you cannot compare today's environment where sitting in the room at the computers, you can enjoy all these different type of world music. It's not like that at all at that time. You have to listen to the radio, and the radio has a very limited program for the music. Your hit parade is like even though at that time it was more or less like after a while it's kind of boring, but still a tremendous influence on me and other Japanese people as well.